Hi guys, gals, and my non-gender conforming pals. My name is Carrington. Welcome back to another video. Or if you are new here, then welcome. I would love if you would hit that subscribe button down below, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and let's dive into the video. In today's video, we are going to be testing out some new to me BH Cosmetics. This palette right here, I already did a video testing out all of the palettes that are in this little collection, but today I kind of want to use the blue again, play with that a little bit more. So I'm going to be using that palette. We have the blush and highlighting palette from BH, and then we have the contour and highlight palette, as well as a hydrating primer and a hydrating setting spray. Any other products that I am not using today that are not from BH, I'm going to be using my Shop My Stash bag. That is for this month. If you guys want to see what's in my Shop My Stash bag, I will leave that video linked down below. But let's go ahead and let's get started. So my eyes are now primed with my P. Louise base. Okay, and my hair is back because guys, I don't know how people like just sit there with their hair down like in their face and do their makeup and it turns out perfectly fine. Like anytime my hair's down, I've got like foundation all over in my hair. I've got glitter all over in my hair, even if I'm not even using glitter. Somehow glitter still ends up in my hair. I just don't know how people do it, but props to you. Okay, so I'm first gonna go into the shade Chili, and that's going to be our transition shade. Okay, so last night we had, okay, I know it's like really late, but we had family Christmas. Not like we're like all of our family was together. Like it was like my mother-in-law, stepfather-in-law, and Nana. And the only reason like we did that is because, for one, they've all been quarantined. Like they have not gone anywhere since March, and even for work, like they all get to work from home. They don't have to go anywhere. So and my kids go to their house, and Nana lives with them, and so my kids go over to their house and they do like their online schooling there since they get to work from home. Me and my husband don't. So we already knew that it was going to be safe for us to do all that because everybody's been quarantining. So we went over there, and the kids had all gotten onto some website to like pick everybody out a gift. So like they each got each other a gift, and they were both so excited for what they picked. And like it was like a surprise. Like nobody knew what the kids were gonna get them. Like Charlene, my daughter, would like sit on the computer and like pick something out for Holden, and then whenever Charlene left the room, Holden would then go and pick something out for Charlene, and then they would both come together and they picked something out for both my husband and I, Grandma, Grandpa, and Nana. Okay. So we all were like opening up like the gifts that we had gotten from them at like the same time. And we were all like, oh wow, like Charlene was super happy because Holden picked her out a stuffed animal, and Charlene loves stuffed animals. Like that kid loves stuffed animals. I can't even begin to tell you how much she loves stuffed animals. So she was so excited about that. And so I had gotten like a little rose that had like earrings in it. Like it was like a fake, fake looking rose, and had some like sterling gold, whatever, I don't know, earrings in it. And then, Dad got like a little "You're the Best Dad" mug and stuff like that. Well, then it came to Grandma's, and so she had gotten a little bear. It's like a little statue because she actually collects bears, like little figurine bears. And it says #1 best grandma. And so she was like, oh, I love it. And Charlene was like, you already seen it. You're just acting surprised. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh, what are you talking about? And she's like, she already seen it. And she had to pay for it, so she knows what we got her. Now she's just acting surprised. I was like, oh my gosh. And everybody else was just cracking up. But she was so upset that Grandma already knew what she was going to get. And I'm going to go into bubbles. So they were just like, she was so upset that Grandma knew like what she was going to get. Do you have any like funny like Christmas stories like that? Okay, one year when I was really little, I had wanted so badly like the all like, what is it called? Like Now That's Volume Hit, whatever. And at the time, I think it had only gone to like 10 or 20 or something like that when I was little, and I wanted these. And so my mom had went and got like a CD holder and like had put all the CDs like in the CD holder and then had wrapped it up in a box and put stuff around it. So whenever you would shake the box, because you know you're excited as a kid and you want to shake the box, it kind of sounded like a whole bunch of like little things just like rumbling around in there. And so I was like, I went up to her and I was like, Mom, I think you got me acorns. And she acted like I had guessed what the gift was. Like, she was like, oh my gosh, Carrington, you weren't supposed to know what we had gotten you. And she's like, I don't know if I need to take it back now. And I was like, no, that's okay. I love acorns. You can feed the squirrels. And I was like a huge nature kid. Like, I was like a loser. Okay, like I wanted to be like Steve Irwin. I had like this nature book and I would go outside because we lived out in the country and like find footprints, you know, from like rabbits or foxes or whatever and try to identify the footprints and stuff. And so I was like, yeah, we can feed the squirrels. So anyway, so Christmas Day came and it was time to open up, you know, gifts. And so I got to that one and my mom was like, well, aren't you going to open it? I said, well, I already know that it's acorns and I don't want to, you know, spill them all over the place so that way we can give them to the squirrels. And she was like, well, honey, just go ahead and open it. Make sure all the acorns look okay. And so then I opened up the little box and there was a CD tower with all the Now CDs up until, you know, whatever the newest one was. I was so blown away. I was like, literally, there's just a picture of me going, because I didn't even know what to say. It was just, I was so blown away. All right, next I'm going to go into sweetened. Okay, I'm ready to move on to the lid. And I solely just want to focus on the one shade Frozen. I loved that whenever we tried that out in the, like testing the sweet shop, you know, each one and making an eye look. This looks like by far my favorite one. So here is the eye look finished off. I'm telling you, that Frozen shade is like so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the face. I have this BH Paradise Prime Hydrating Face Primer. Says apply all over skin before, oh my gosh, before, guys, I cannot talk. To use, apply all over skin before foundation or powder. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. Does the box say anything else? Okay. The box then says, take your makeup looks to a divine paradise with the Paradise Prime Hydrating Face Primer, a multitasking coconut scented primer that moisturizes and preps skin for flawless makeup that lasts. I'm not a fan of coconut, but okay, that's okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So, this is very heavily coconut scented. And it looks like a jelly. Okay. This feels interesting. Okay, one. Wow. Holy guacamole. That is very, okay, one, that's very heavily fragranced. Two, it feels like there's either some kind of oil in it or dimethicone. Which I don't know what, okay, let me look at the ingredients because it literally, it feels like so slippery, so like oily or like dimethicone. Let me look, let me see what it says about the ingredients. Oh. Very first ingredient is dimethicone. Next ingredient is vinyl dimethicone. After that, it's dimethicone again. And then oil. There's jojoba in it, seed oil, meadow foam seed oil, and then silica and fragrance. So yeah, this definitely feels very like silicone, dimethicone, very oily. That's what it feels like. It's not probably my overall favorite thing to feel on my face, but we'll see how it works with makeup. So I'm gonna go do the rest of the makeup that I can do off of camera, and then I will be right back so we can use the rest of the BH stuff. Back and ready to roll with the rest of the face products. So first we're gonna take this Belgian waffle palette. It really just kind of looks like these two are like super similar. Like, is it just me? Okay, let me swatch them and see if they look any different. Yeah, no, not really. They all look super orange. Okay, so we'll just go right into batter, and I've already cream contoured because I love cream contouring. So let's take this in the shade batter, and let's see what we get. So it definitely does a really nice job kind of bronzing up the skin. I don't really notice any patchiness. Not any patchiness, not any muddiness. I'm gonna try taking the cinnamon and seeing if anything, okay, see if there really is a difference between them. And right off the bat, this one's definitely a little bit deeper. Okay, next we're gonna take the Glowing and Grease palette, which looks like this. We have blushes up at the top and then highlighters down here. The highlighters are kind of more of like a pinky color. There is one that's really a deep gold. I wouldn't be able to wear that, but for the most part, these two are definitely pink. Okay, blush. What do we want to do? I think my best bet's probably gonna be this one right here called Mykonos, because, okay, that has a lot of kick up. Probably because this is a very bright eye look. You know, I don't know. Again, this is very nice, very pigmented. I don't really want a pink highlighter considering our eye look is very blue. So let's go back over to the Belgian waffle because it kind of had some lighter shades right here. It kind of has like a champagne one. So it's kind of like a more icy champagne, and then a very like orangish kind of color, which I wouldn't be able to wear. Let me swatch and see. So these feel very nice and soft. Okay, look, but when you swatch them out, they look the same. It looks like it's gonna be dark. Let's just, a lot came off on the brush, oh boy. Okay, so here's the highlight. You can definitely see it. It's not like as super, you know, blinding or anything, but it is a very nice light highlight. Now I need to go do my lips, and then we'll come back so we can then try out the setting spray. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the setting spray. So the setting spray comes with 3.3 fluid ounces. Says shake well, hold bottle 6 to 8 inches away from face, and mist directly onto skin. Ingredients is water, glycol, glycerin, coconut again. It says maintain your fresh, dewy makeup look with our hydrating setting spray. Just spritz on the weightless coconut scented mist to improve makeup wearability with a boost of replenishing hydration. So again, I have a feeling it's going to be like strongly coconut scented. This is what the bottle looks like. It's actually a really nice bottle. I'm going to shake it up really good first. Okay, let's see what the mist looks like. I don't know if anything will ever come out. Oh, there we go. So it does, you can definitely smell the coconut, but it is kind of it's a nice misty mist. Okay, let's go ahead and spray this on the face. All right, guys, and here is the completed finished face using some new BH products. Let's just talk about and go over everything that we used today and what I think. So first of all, this little duo. It does smell very strongly of coconut. So one, if coconut bothers you, you're probably not gonna like these. This is very like slippery, oily, mineral-y kind of feel on the face. It's definitely not like a texture I personally care for to put on the face. I do think, it looks nice underneath the makeup. This just probably isn't my favorite. And I don't feel like it really gave a whole lot of hydration. I think it just more gave an oiliness. And to me, that doesn't really equal hydration. This was nice. The mist was really nice. Again, it just has a strong coconut scent. But other than that, I do actually like this, and I will definitely use this up. I mean, not saying I won't use this up. Okay, because I'll use it. But it's not, I'm not ranking this as like my #1 primer or anything. The Belgian Waffle palette. So I can't use one of the highlighters. But these two shades, when you look at them in the pan and you swatch them, it almost looks like they're going to look the same. However, Batter right here is definitely much more light and not as like orange and bronzed as this one is, which is Cinnamon. This one I'm sure would make a nice setting powder under the eyes. But I think it's going to be a little bit too dark for my under eyes. So there's 2 out of 4 shades that I just can't use on my face. The highlight was nice. It's definitely not one of those that's going to be blinding. It does give you a little bit more than just like a lit from within glow, but it definitely settled nicely into my skin. I'm looking at it now. Doesn't emphasize my texture in any way. It definitely just nicely sets on the skin and looks super nice. Okay. The blush palette. The blush had a little bit of kick up, but overall it was nice. It was pigmented. It was easy to work with. I can't use 2 of the highlighters. I can use this one, which is a nice pinky. It's like a pinky champagne peach kind of highlight. And I'm assuming it's probably going to be the exact same formula as this, where it just kind of nicely sets on the skin. No problems, no issues. These were $16 each, I believe. It was like 16 or 12. I can't remember. So not a bad price, and I'm able to use most of the shades. I think if you are, a light skin tone, you would definitely be able to get more use out of these palettes than I would, who's, real fair. But I think these are great. And then I once again used the Sweet Shop Bubblegum palette and created this look. Again, blues aren't really in my comfort zone. I don't use a lot of blues, but overall, I really like the blendability, the pigmentation, the workability with these palettes, and that frozen shade that I have on the eyelid is beautiful. Overall, this is like a really nice palette. I have had some people say that they regret purchasing them. They are expensive. They're $18 for 8 shades. So that is, that is a little bit more expensive than what BH would normally charge for a palette. I just think the quality is really nice. I think it's really good. All right, guys. And that wraps up today's video. Let me know what you guys think below. I know they have other like primer setting spray sets. If you guys use the hydrating one, what do you guys think of it? If you guys have used the other ones, let me know your experience. Do they all smell like coconut? How did it do with the skin? Did this primer also feel super silicone mineral-y? Let me know all that down below if there's any other ones I need to check out. Let me know what you guys are loving from BH, if there's maybe something that I don't have, and I will see you guys in the next one.